Hi guys. Uh, I don't know why, but the last couple hours I've been trying to address this whole dating scene. I've been just talking and talking and talking. I'm sure I've been putting on a great show. Lots of people listening into this, but for the public record, what's wrong with the dating scene? Too many witches. That's all. Um, Too many narcissists and witches, and the warlocks or whatever you call them, sorcerers and stuff. All these people that are empowered and manifesting their will and manifesting control and manifesting this and that. And so, okay, it's all witchcraft. And where's the humility in it? If you have no humility, how can you truly work as a team in such a close team, such as a marriage? Uh, Also, if you're all about women are superior to men, blah, 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 or if you're on the other side of the idiocy and say men are superior to women, blah, 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 how can you ever expect to have, um, how could you ever expect to have a traditional home or family where, you see what I'm saying? Because you're not going to be in agreement with what you say is your, this other thing that you're superior to. I mean, you could have a home, I guess, blah blah blah, but if what you wanted was a loving relationship where the two of you grew in your spiritual ship that you formed together when you got married, because that's what it was, that's what marriage was, two become one, um, and that become a very happy, good ship, you know. That's what marriage was all about. It was, yeah, having children and all that, but it was about, this spiritual union, a spiritual vessel that you created that was the two of you, not him or her, but the two of you was this one vessel, this thing. And they've lost sight of that, obviously. You can't have a successful ship if you are competing with each other. There's only going to be one captain to a ship. If you have more than one captain, then you're going to experience a whole lot of different problems because there's people making decisions that may be not in agreement with the other people that make decisions. And so dysfunctionality occurs. Yeah, it's just what it is, guys. We're not talking about feminism. We all know that. I mean, there's people out there will use things like, well, they've got psychological issues or they've this, that, and they come up with all kinds of terminology probably, but it's just demons. That's all. There's a bunch of them out there that are being witches and they don't even know they're witches. They're just willful. Those things that they're supposed to be willful and will things into existence, manifest things when that wasn't it. That wasn't the deal. I mean, but again, I don't think any of it really matters because the way society's been set up and the way it has progressed all this time, uh, evil winning as it has, kind of ends it all in such a way that it's like, well, the value of it has been degraded, I think, and what can be gained from it seems to have been degraded as well. And simply because the wrong damned elements have been involved, have been included. What I've been fighting against for the last 15 or 16 years since I said goodbye to them. Um, so yeah, that's what the problem is the wrong damned influence. If you're going to witches, they're, as far as I know, they're the divine goddess people, and they don't have any respect for men. That's what I've been told and shown. So, I mean, if that's the case, and that's the prevailing attitude that's being put out there, even if it's in bits and pieces, it still affects people. Um, you know, you think about the attitudes that were available, that were being um, projected publicly, say 20 or 30 years ago compared to now, and it's like, well, what do you expect? It's just there's just nothing but a fight. The women have arguments and they're wanting to show that they're superior and this and that and manipulative and so, doing the whole narcissistic thing, trying to say, well, no, it's Adam's fault that Eve bit the apple. He should have been more of an alpha and been there to protect her. And I guess he was supposed to be more of an alpha and tell her how to think. But since she would be saying something like Adam was too much of a beta, and that's why, that's the narcissist. So she wouldn't have been listening to him in the first place. In other words, the narcissist has made a bed for themselves, and unfortunately for an awful lot of us. That we need to, those who are of the dating age and inclination, I don't know why you would be at this point, would be, have to get around all of that and find some place where sane people gathered who weren't liars, who weren't reformed witches, who like, oh, I've been a whore all this time, but suddenly now at this age, I'm going to become a good girl. I got Jesus now, and see the problem of it is like these women we're talking about, the other day. You've already been run through. Your value's already been run down. You can talk about how equality all you want, but there is no equality, and there never will be. It's the stupidity to think there is. It's just dumb, that's just an excuse to say, to fight, to make things dysfunctional and to be in disagreement. Oh, we're not made equal. They're oppressing us. Well, okay, you've won and won and won, and now you've oppressed yourselves because now you've, where's the love in all of it, kids? That's why I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, all they've done is they've shown themselves for what they are, and they're doomed. I mean, love and light isn't what is coming to the world of darkness to stay. It's, you don't get all these good rewards by being evil. And I don't think I should ever say anything else again, probably on it. I know I probably will, but man, I'm looking forward to getting out of this world and getting there, getting to be with a bunch of day people. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm really, really happy that we're beginning to progress. It's not like everything's perfect, but hey, you know what? I was being told it's getting better, and it looks like it's going to get better. So I'm just going to keep being me and keep that optimism, even though I'm not optimistic about a whole bunch of stuff. I know that I have the light. I have the joy. I'm upright. I'm, of good cheer, correctly oriented. So this is going to come together here shortly. And we'll be like flapping these wings going, oh, is this what these were for? Okay. Guys, if you're on the dating scene and you're trying to get by, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't know what to tell you. I mean, if all you got to choose from is nighttime chicks and the Evil Dead, which, the witches and such, they're on their way to being dead and such, all these empowered people, and you're just trying to be normal, how would you find normal people? It's not all this witchcraft empowerment manifestation bullshit. Because that's all it is. You're on the path of what are you trying to manifest? Again, are you spending all your time trying to manifest or divine the future and never get to live a life? You can do witchcraft and magic, I think, trying to come up with this ideal life with this ideal mate and so on and so forth. And I just don't see that the darkness is going to provide love for you. Nor do I believe that darkness is going to do anything that facilitates actual love without people getting hurt. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, they might bring you love, but you'll end up having to hurt them or hurt yourself or, I don't know, sacrifice a cat or something if you want to stay happy. I think that's how the darkness operates. So once you go that route, you know, having a family and children and, you know, being soccer mom and dad and all that stuff. I don't think it's there, man. I mean, yeah, you know, you can maybe get with I mean, I know that's what these crazy people were doing, is they were trying to be like, oh, we're going to be together. You're mine and I'm yours. And because they're on the way down and they're trying to hook on to me so that no, I'm not in union with anything of darkness, nor shall I be. Heaven makes it impossible for anything of darkness to marry me. No dark entity can be married to me, none whatsoever. I can't. I'm not the darkness, and darkness is not me. I'm not a part of it. It's not a part of me, nor shall it be. That's the problem with the dating scene. Too many witches, too much witchcraft, too much of that misery. That's what it'll lead you to. Sorrow and anger. But I mean, I'm guessing if you ever were a lover, you're going to know sorrow. That's for sure. If you're going down that path. Well, okay. Yeah, there's probably nothing ever to say about it all again. So, see you guys later.